Hello everyone, welcome to Andy Visits. In today's video, we'll be discussing top 10 best horror films streaming on Netflix. Harsh. So many horror films lean heavily on sound to drum up tension or induce fright that it's refreshing to find one that uses soundlessness to reflect the perspective of its hearing and speech impaired protagonist, whose house is stalked by a crossbow-wielding creep. Director Mike Flanagan effectively mines horror out of a single location, staging a cat and mouse game that stays thrilling through the entirety of its runtime. The Ritual. Four men take off on a hiking trip to Sweden, haunted at first by the recent death of their friend and then by something lurking in the wilderness. Director David Bruckner wisely chooses not to reveal the film's monster for the most part, relying on movement, symbols, and exquisite sound design. A low rumble here, the sound of a branch breaking there, to fill in the gaps and build dread. Geralt's Game. Jesse's husband handcuffs her to the bed spots in an attempt to spice up their marriage and then drops dead. The situation she is trapped in is crippling, as is the trauma it unlocks in her mind. Set almost entirely in one room and propelled by Gugino's powerful performance, director Mike Flanagan adapts a Stephen King novel long considered unfilmable, displaying how the natural and supernatural can disturb in equal measures. The Invitation. Will, played by Michael Huseman, turns up at his ex-wife's house for a party, but can't shake the feeling that something is not quite right. Director Karen takes this sense of forbidding, couples it with the awkwardness and tension of a large group dinners, and gradually dials it up as the scenes and guests get increasingly unnerving.
Doesn't feel safe here.
Cabin in the Woods. If you have ever felt like you are watching a horror film pieced together by a committee intent only on ticking off genre's tropes one by one, director Drew Goddard knows exactly what you mean. He employs these cliches only to satirize them in the film, in which a group of college friends head to a remote forest on a vacation and unwittingly become part of a worldwide murder ritual staged by technicians.
Somebody said those things.
Cargo. An Australian zombie survival drama that's more tender than terrifying. In Ben Holling Yolanda Ramke's film, a man, played by Martin Freeman, bitten by a zombie has 48 hours to get his daughter to safety before he turns into one himself. While admittedly light on horror elements, the film is still a compelling nuanced portrait of life in post-pandemic world. Train to Busan. A zombie film set mostly inside the confines of a train feels like an uncomfortable metaphor for the times we are living in. Stuck indoors, afraid to venture out of fear of being infected, hyper-aware of the people around us. Director Yeon Sang-ho focuses the story of a fund manager and his daughter trying to survive the nightmarish journey from Seoul to Busan, investing the film with an emotional undercurrent that outlives its images of The Walking Dead. So which one is your favorite among all? Do share in the comments section. Thank you so much.